how we look at the development of the newer cities, which takes care of the air quality in their fundamental design aspect. You being the urban designer yourself, Shri, you can understand this pain point maybe more than anyone else, because you look at it from the designer perspective. You are an architect, you have studied in SEPT as a urban designer.
The cities are very such a complex entities which has evolved over so many factors, and the normal life in cities, knowingly unknowingly, it is the way we live is affected by the way the city has developed, right? That means it has a profound impact on our life, the way we live, our health, our well-being, our mental health. So a lot of this is related to the way the city is developed and the functioning. So one of this is air quality. You said that the how it is really causing so much of mortality. One of this is really the problem is that the way we have built our cities is causing so much of pollution from various activities is, and each activity has some kind of a air pollution footprint. We also caused some pollution on the way, by the vehicle we used or the power we are using. All of this have some kind of pollution impact. Now, how do we really understand this? And this pollution sources are really distributed and everywhere. Everything has a pollution impact. Then how do we really understand it, and how do we make some action which where we can really reduce it? Is one of the major challenge we are facing. And especially in Indian context, we are really developing. We are in the the whole urbanization trend, and we are going to continue to urbanize for another, at least in our life. We are going to see the urbanization keep growing,
Yes.
and this trend is going to continue, right? So then if we don't take care of this environmental concerns, air quality being one of the, we have reached kind of a situation that we cannot take more, right? If you're not addressing this, and if you're not addressing it in the way we are planning, developing, and managing cities, then we are going to really affect our health for irreversibly, and for our future generations.
So when you look at the city, let us say you take an example of the cities here in maybe Gangetic Plain locations, where we look at Delhi, maybe Bihar, UP, Haryana, all these specific locations. Let us say you look at the Noida as a city. What are the first, maybe I think five specific or three specific steps that maybe a municipality or the local development authority they need to take care of while maybe mitigating the maybe air pollution as a specific issue?
Okay, so the Indo-Gangetic Plain has certain kind of meteorological condition which is causing that the pollution doesn't get dissipated so easily during, especially during certain seasons. So that is why it is all the more problematic. While the meteorological condition is very extremely complex, right? So pollution can come from somewhere else and it can affect you. At the same time, you have pollution which is emitted from the local sources, and they can affect you. We may say that okay, there is a ambient. Today we see that the today is say 200 is the pollution level in Delhi, but when I am walking on the street, in my street, because there is too much of traffic or certain kind of vehicle characteristics, or certain kind of the vehicles are not maintained, or certain industries in my area, my pollution exposure can be much more higher. So the point is that we need to really understand the pollution sources in each of these areas, and we need to, the ambient pollution we cannot do anything much about it, right? So the sources, what we can do, and where that pollution is coming, starting from, and where it is moving, and how it is affecting us, that understanding need to be really developed. And then once knowing that, we will have to take some kind of action on the sources. So these sources can be typically in Indian context, transport is a one major source. Then you have industry is a major source. Then you have all the sort of number of activities, say construction activity, then dust from various sources. Then there is like waste burning, this kind of, and there are like say cooking fuel, and then there are like say what how the say bakeries and eateries and all of this have some kind of a contribution to the pollution.